Another very important tab in the material properties is bump. If I go almost to the bottom of the panel, I can see the bump tab. If I want to give the material an impression of a subtle bumps, the structure of the material, for example for brick or old wood, then I should use the bump tool. Here I can upload the texture for the bump and set its intensity. Let's create a bump for our white material. I click on the texture slot icon and I can upload the texture. I don't have any texture for bump in my folder, so I will show you a very nice way of creating noise for the material. I click on the texture slot next to the bump map and then go to Noise B. Noise B is much easier to set up, so I choose this option instead of Noise A. Here I can determine how I want the noise to look on the material. I decrease the size of the noise. And now I go to the previous settings. Let's see that the sample has changed. I'll increase the bump value to 2 or even to 5. And I can see that this bump is visible here. I'm going to set the value to 10, which is a very high value. Mostly I use lower values for the bump, but I would like to show in the visualization that this bump actually works in our scene. As you can see, the bump on the wall is very noticeable. I don't want to have such effect on the wall, but now it's clear how to use bump tab in the material properties. Perhaps this effect is not the same in your scene. This is related to texture mapping, which I will talk about a little later. Okay, I created materials on the wall. I will turn off the bump as I don't need this on my wall material. I right-click on the texture slot and choose Clear. Let's move on to the diffuse color. As you can see, the color is white, but it's a pure white color with RGB values of 255, 255 and 255. Therefore, let us remember that if I set a black or white color, then it should not be such extreme colors like complete white or complete black color. The white color will be a little darker with RGB values around 235. Moving on to reflection, I'll set the reflection color. So far these values for reflection color are 130. It's fine. I can even decrease the value a bit. And in the reflection color, I will choose quite small value because it will be not very reflective material, so I will set the value 0.7. I will often set the value for reflection glossiness to 0.7 or 0.8 when setting up materials. And now I can change the name for this material. I will change it to the white wall. I will name every created material as V-Ray because I will know which materials are mine and which materials have been imported from other models. Let's render the scene. The wall looks fine, it's a white light color, it looks very good in the interior together with lighting, so I can use it in my project. Note that this is not our project because there is no furniture. I can save this material that I have just created. I click on the disk icon at the bottom of the panel and then I save it in the folder with maps and materials. Now let's move on to our model. The model with lights and furniture is called Model 3. Let's go to the Asset Editor and then to the Materials tab. If I want to open material that was saved in our folder, all I have to do is click on the folder icon, import asset file, and then I choose V-Ray White Wall material. I open it. The material was imported into the project. Notice that both the color and the reflections have the correct values. I can use the material for walls and ceiling.